Hi friends, if you use HeyReach for LinkedIn lead generation, this video will teach you how you can get notified as soon as someone replies to your LinkedIn messages and how you can then add that as a lead into a Google Sheet, how you can then remind yourself via email that someone has replied to your message, and how on top of that you can set a reminder inside of Slack, Teams, or whatever other communication platform that you choose to use, so that you can be on top of all of the lead replies in real time and impress them with your reply speed. So without further ado, you can watch this video as a little explanation and then copy and paste the exact workflow using just literally the copy and paste button inside of Zapier. And if you don't have Zapier already, I think this is probably available on the free plan as well, because I think I'm paying about $9 a month on this plan, which is, very, very cheap to say the least. Now, when you navigate inside of HeyReach and when you click on sign in, your account would look something like this. And I want you to go into the settings and into the integration stage. Over here, all you need to do is view or create webhooks. And you can basically create a webhook this way. And that's the first way that you can do it. You'll basically name your webhook. So let's say in my case, it's TY test. And you will then basically copy and paste the URL of a webhook, which is inside of Zapier over here when you choose catch a webhook. Then you would copy the webhook from here into the URL link here. You will select the exact campaign that you want to be notified about. So let's say you tick a couple of boxes, and then you select the event type, which is message reply received or email reply received in most cases, right? Or if a campaign is completed, because that will mean that you probably need to top up the leads as well. As soon as you do that, the next step will basically be that the Google Sheet will be created. And over here, you can see nothing too fancy. It will basically be a couple of columns, which are all mapped out nicely with the first name, last name, and their exact reply. And then you can keep track of it inside there as your little CRM. And of course, instead of this action, you can just choose to select your CRM and add it as a contact or add it as a pipeline, like as a new lead inside the pipeline or anything of that sort. And the one thing that I love to do myself, because there is no better way to stay accountable than getting an email reminder, is to get Zapier to send you an automated email every time that someone replies. And this is this is an example of an email that I'm currently sending out, which is jump in to see the latest lead reply to your grade code outreach on LinkedIn here. This will be the link to the person that replied. It was added to our spreadsheet here, or alternatively, you could say it was added to your pipeline here, and then you will copy and paste the link to your pipeline. Next steps, reply to the lead on LinkedIn and update the spreadsheet. Let's go, thanks. And then it says, oh, B2B boosted team or Tim or, whatever it is. So that's one way you can do it. Or alternatively, you can just add a reminder here inside of Slack. Or if you don't use Slack, you can basically replace it with add a reminder in Teams or anything of that sort. It honestly takes one button. And the main step not to miss here is to basically choose catch webhook at the start and then copy and paste this webhook into the webhooks here when you create it, into the URL, and then that way the two platforms will communicate between one another. Now, another way you can do it, I personally didn't get the chance to see this just yet, but they also have a Slack connection, so it will be as simple as clicking connect with Slack, and then it will be super self-explanatory. All you'll have to do is click on add reminder, choose the same kind of activities that you want to be reminded about, so you would basically have to select the target campaign and the target events, and you will be notified. And you'll just have to choose which account to get notified, what channel the message is sent to, and all of that great stuff. In a nutshell, this is how you do it. You can also choose to add a step into your CRM or that kind of thing. I will shoot a separate video about how you can categorize the response first, and then how you can basically, after you know that it's the right response and that it's a lead that's interested, only then you get notified. But that's a lot more complicated. That will be done through Play. And unless you're a tech wizard or an absolute tech ninja, you probably don't really need to do it. So I'll spare you the tutorial on that. But if you're at all interested with this, just let me know and I'll make sure to help you out with setting it up, or at the very least knowing how to set it up. Now, further, aside from that, if you want this exact workflow, just find me on LinkedIn and ask me to copy and paste this exact workflow link, so you can copy and paste the step-by-step of the workflow. And I'm not sure if I can add it to the description yet, because my account is not verified for some reason on YouTube, so I'm not allowed to put stuff in the description yet. So keep an eye out on the description, and I'll make sure to send it your way when I can. Other than that, you can find me on LinkedIn, and I'm very proactive there. So give me a cheeky follow. Another shameless plug. And if you want a discounted price to HeyReach, as always, just shoot me a message. I've got a bunch of great affiliate links for you. So that's that. All the best in the meantime. Have a good one. Thank you.